Welcome, family and friends, to the graduation live stream of National University. We come together at Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. I'm Drew Schlossberg, a frequent moderator of National University's renowned speaker series program, also the host of the Spotlight on the Community podcast, the nation's longest-running community podcast in its 20th year. We are here to celebrate the incredible achievements of our graduates. Their hard work, dedication, and unwavering commitment have brought them to this important milestone, and we couldn't be prouder. Thank you for joining us to honor their journey. We hope you enjoy this special celebration that'll start in a few minutes. The mission of National University, a veteran-founded nonprofit established in 1971, to deliver accessible, world-class student experiences by providing quality programs and services that ensure student success through meaningful learning. Its vision is to be an inclusive and innovative university serving lifelong learners who contribute to the positive transformation of our society. There will be 6,800 graduates in the class of 2026. They'll be rewarded their degrees. This afternoon, we'll recognize 1,100 of these students from the School of Arts and Letters, the School of Health Professions, the Sanford College of Education, and the JFK School of Psychology and Social Sciences. All will be receiving their degrees today. And this class is made up of nearly 1 out of 7 graduates age 50 or older, adults pursuing second careers, advanced credentials, and new professional chapters after decades in the workforce in caregiving roles or in uniform. More than 1,500 are connected to the military or through service, including 822 veterans, 363 active duty service members who finished their degrees while still in uniform, and dozens of reservists who have done wonderful work. And of course, let's not forget the military spouses and their dependents as well. National University, as mentioned before, is a veteran-founded nonprofit, San Diego's largest private nonprofit university. NU offers over 150 online and on-campus programs with flexible 4-week and 8-week classes and one-to-one graduate education models designed to help students reach their goals while balancing their busy lives. Since its founding, the NU community has grown to 130,000 learners served per year, 50,000 degree-seeking students, and 80,000 workforce and professional development students, and 250,000 alumni around the globe, many of whom serve in helping industries such as business, education, healthcare, cybersecurity, and law and criminal justice. To learn more about National University's new possibilities in education, including next generation education, value-rich education, and whole human education, visit nu.edu. One of the things I want to recognize about National University, and they have been doing this since their inception, they are absolutely laser beamed on expanding career relevant certificates and degrees to prepare the students for the jobs of today, and in learning spaces to enhance lifelong learning, improve the lives of non-traditional working and military students. On top of this, National University works shoulder to shoulder with community groups. They are well known for their work. The military nonprofits, such as the San Diego Military Advisory Council, heavily involved with organizations such as the Classroom and the Future Foundation, in a new relationship starting with Project Next, an organization that is working to help high school students get ready for their next, which is in career awareness. NU is dedicated to creating positive economic outcomes and social mobility through value-rich learning experiences that meet the unique needs of our students. And now we will start the program.
The ceremony will begin in just 5 minutes. Guests, please take your seats, and graduates, prepare to rise for the processional. Don't forget, you can access the live stream and digital program using the QR code on signs and screens throughout the arena. As a courtesy to all attendees, please silence your cell phones and remain seated throughout the ceremony. Since we are at full capacity, please seat guests together and avoid leaving empty seats between groups. Thank you.
As we will hear from today, the Provost and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. John Cicero. We'll hear the national anthem for Mrs. Kayla Villanueva. She got a BA in Public Health in 2021 from National University. Chaplain Kevin Johnstone will give the invocation. We'll certainly hear from the president of National University, Dr. Mark Milliron, give his comments as well, and be looking forward to hear the keynote speech of Dr. Ted Mitchell. He's the president of the American Council on Education. And these graduates include those that will be 748 new autism therapists in a year when families have been waiting for these type of therapists for months. In addition, we'll be providing 1,000 teachers and school leaders in a critical time when the inflection point for America's teacher shortage. This year's class includes graduates in special education, early childhood education, school leadership, bilingual education, in a time when every state is grappling with shortages. Roughly 200 of those graduates earned advanced degrees in school leadership, principal preparation, and superintendency. A doctorate class at scale. About 700 NU graduates earned doctoral degrees this year, EDDs, PhDs, DBAs, DNPs, and others. Many of them being the first in their families to reach this level of academic attainment. A new pipeline into cybersecurity and nursing. More than 200 NU graduates earned degrees in cybersecurity. Roughly 265 earned nursing credentials in a profession that remains about 80% white and one of the country's most acute shortages. Anyone who's been involved in this health space certainly knows about the shortages of nurses. Together, these graduates represent a small but an important shift in who fills the talent gaps that hospitals, school systems, and federal agencies have been raising the alarms for years in this area. The beauty of National University, it's built for non-traditional working and military students. Most NU students arrive with prior college experience and outside obligations and earn their degrees through online, on-campus, and hybrid programs. Built on 4-week and 8-week class schedules, one-to-one graduate education models, a structure designed to fit education into real lives, not the other way around. And the key being is that which makes National University stand out is working with these populations. As we get ready to start the program, again, there'll be 1,100 graduates in the School of Arts and Letters, School of Health Professions, Sanford College of Education, and the JFK School of Psychology and Social Sciences. And one of the things we had mentioned earlier, many of these folks not only will become high-level professionals in the majors of which they've been studying, but will be heavily involved in those communities, working with nonprofits, either serving on their board of directors or volunteering, certainly elevating in those different areas where it's such a critical need. Just in San Diego County itself, there are 13,000 nonprofit organizations that are working with such causes such as food insecurity, working with the homeless, folks who are fighting Alzheimer's disease, and families that need that support in that area, financial literacy, and almost everything in between on that. Hard to find a nonprofit in our region that does not have some connection to NU. We hope you enjoyed the live stream.
Graduates, if you are able, please rise for the processional.
Good afternoon. The candidates for the degrees have been assembled. Please be seated. My name is John Cicero, and as Provost of National University, I am honored to preside over our 2026 commencement ceremony. I welcome our Board of Trustees, distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Ted Mitchell, President Mark Milliron, faculty, graduates, and the family and friends who supported our grads along the way. Graduates, you now join a network of over 255,000 alumni who, over the past 5 decades, have gone on to serve, lead, and make a difference in their communities and professions. Congratulations and thanks to all for being here to celebrate this important milestone. At this time, I'll ask you to please rise for the presentation of our national colors. Marine Corps Air Station Miramar Color Guard consists of Sergeant Limon holding the national colors, Corporal Castillo holding the organizational colors, Lance Corporal Uskaga and Lance Corporal Hernandez as rifles marching alongside them. Please remain standing for the national anthem sung by NU alumna Kayla Villanueva, followed by the invocation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that her flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much, Kayla, for that wonderful rendition. Now, it's my privilege to invite Chaplain Kevin Johnstone and his K-9 Cassie of the San Diego Fire Rescue Department to give today's invocation.
Good afternoon. I have the distinct privilege of serving as a chaplain for the San Diego Fire Rescue Department, and standing faithfully by my side, as always, is my partner, Cassie, who has served as a crisis response canine for the past 6 years. We're clapping for you. We are deeply honored to be here with you on this very special day. Today, I encourage you not to simply think of this as a graduation, but as a commencement, the beginning of a new chapter, a new journey, and a new calling. A commencement marks not an ending, but a beginning. It's a first step into your life ahead. My prayer, personal prayer to each of you, will be that you walk the path with courage, purpose, and the guiding hand of God. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could open your hearts for a moment while we join in prayer. Heavenly Father, we invite your presence into this place as we gather to celebrate the extraordinary achievements of these graduates. Today marks the culmination of their hard work, sacrifice, and perseverance. We are grateful for dreams fulfilled and for the opportunities that lie ahead for these graduates. Lord, we ask your blessing upon the class of 2026 as they commence this new season of life. Guide their steps and remind them that their future is secure in your hands. You have gone before them, preparing a path filled with purpose and opportunity. Give them courage when they face uncertainty, wisdom when they make decisions, and peace in every challenge they encounter. Bless the families, friends, and mentors who supported these graduates along the way. We give thanks, of course, to the amazing faculty, staff, and leadership of National University, whose dedication has helped shape lives and futures for decades. Their love, encouragement, and sacrifice have helped make this moment possible, and each of them share in the joy of your accomplishments. Father, inspire these graduates to use the gifts that you have given them with integrity, humility, and compassion. May they pursue excellence not only in their careers, but in their character. May they be leaders who bring hope, unity, and healing to a world in need. Help them to stand for what is right, to love others well, and to use their gifts to make a meaningful difference. Help them to be peacemakers in a world that needs healing. Teach them to value every person, to reject hatred, and to live lives that reflect love, respect, and dignity for all. Let the education they have received here become not only a foundation for personal success, but a tool to serve others and strengthen communities. Remind them that today is not the end, but the beginning. May they never stop learning, growing, and seeking the purpose you, Father, have placed before them. Lord, surround them with your peace, grace, and favor, and bless each step of their journey ahead. And it's in your holy name that we pray. Amen. Cassie, stand.
What's up, Cassie?
Thank you so much, Chaplain, and thank you, Cassie. Please be seated. It is now my honor to introduce the President of National University, Dr. Mark D. Milliron.
Thank you, Dr. Cicero, and good afternoon, everyone. I have to begin by letting you know that this is absolutely one of my favorite things in all of the vital work we do here at NU, to be here with you in this moment to celebrate your crossing of this stage. I love everything about this, but I want to begin by taking a moment, have everybody in this room, we need to show how much we appreciate, love, and want to celebrate the class of 2026. This year, we are celebrating nearly 6,800 graduates, and each of you brings a story of persistence, of sacrifice, and of determination. Today is about honoring that. I'd like to begin by getting grounded in what this university is and who we serve. See, more than 50 years ago, NU was founded by a retired Navy captain and college professor, Dr. David Chigos, who was heartbroken watching service members trying to access higher education and basically being savaged at every turn, mainly because, not because the institutions didn't care about them. They're trying to use their GI Bill, they're trying to be successful, but what happened was those universities weren't built for this kind of student. And what he believed deep in his soul was that high quality higher education should not be limited to a specific group of individuals that fit a traditional model. He felt it should be accessible to people at all ages and stages, including people who are balancing careers, services, and family responsibilities. It was a radical idea at the time, but the mission still drives us today. In our soul, we believe deeply that opening this pathway to possibility matters. And from that radical idea back in 1971 to real impact at scale today, NU now serves over 130,000 degree-seeking workforce and professional development students annually across the United States and abroad, and is now one of the largest nonprofit online universities in the United States. And we remain completely dedicated to serving the non-traditional working and military student with excellence. In fact, we often call you, let's give that a round of applause, we love it. So we love calling you Anders, and we call our students Anders because your primary identity is not just as a student. You're not that 19-year-old with a backpack on the quad. Okay? Our students, our learners, are students and parents, students and professionals, students and caregivers, students and service members, and leaders in their communities. Anders are people balancing real lives and pursuing excellence in education. That's what makes this moment so meaningful. You did not step away from your responsibilities to earn this degree. You lived into your hands even as you completed your degrees and prepared for your next adventures. It's so inspiring to watch you all embrace this journey. I understand this path personally. On my Ander journey, I was the first in my family to successfully navigate a higher education pathway. I come from a large and diverse family of 9 kids. I actually have an African-American brother, Native American brother, Korean sister, so 3 adopted siblings. We had over 25 foster kids who also rotated through my house during the time I was growing up. My dad was a Navy chief, my mom was a vocational nurse, and what was clear in our household was that when I graduated high school, I had to move out mainly because they needed the room. There was a lot of people in that house. But thankfully for me, there was a community college nearby that got me on my pathway to possibilities. And from my beginnings at Mesa Community College through to my graduate degrees, I worked as a busboy and then a waiter to pay rent, gas, car, school. By applause, how many of the graduates here, how many of you in the audience here, how many of you were the first in your family on the journey through higher education? Give me the applause. How many of you started at a community college? Give me the applause. And my guess is this will be the biggest one. How many of you worked while you were going to school? Regardless of the details of your Ander journey, now you're here, about to cross the stage. And just take a moment and appreciate the array of Ander stories all around us today. You come to us from all kinds of backgrounds, overcoming all kinds of challenges, bringing all kinds of strengths at all ages and stages. In fact, the youngest graduate today that will be crossing this stage will be 20 years old. And the most seasoned that will be crossing the stage will be 79 years young. And now, as graduates of National University, you are stepping into careers dedicated to learning, healing, discovering, and service. where your influence will shape lives every single day. You are a remarkable group of graduates, and we are incredibly proud of what you have already accomplished, and we are excited for your future. Let's give them one more big round of applause. Now I'd like to take a moment to recognize, it's important that we take a beat and we recognize the people who helped make this possible. I'd like to ask the following folks to go ahead and stand up. Our Board of Trustees, our faculty, administrators, and staff from National University. Go ahead and stand up. Let's give them a big round of applause for all the work they do. Thank you so much. And now, graduates, one of the things you have to do, and I want to ask all the folks in the audience, the sons, the daughters, the mothers, the fathers, the brothers, the sisters, and all of the friends and family who are here to support these folks, I want you to stand because now it's time for our graduates to thank you for your support. Go ahead and stand up, everybody. We want to see it. Graduates, show them the love. We also want to recognize those who have served and continue to serve in our military. In honor of NU's deep, deep military roots and our continued commitment to military-connected students and their families, we want to make sure we thank you for your service and sacrifice. Will all the service members and veterans in the audience and in our student body please stand so we can thank you? Let's give them a round of applause. So before we move forward, I want to share that National University was recognized by the Carnegie Foundation and the American Council on Education in this last year. We're recognized, we're classified as a large nonprofit private university doctoral level. That's very common for the Carnegie Foundation. But we were recognized last year as an opportunity college and university. And what an opportunity college and university is an institution on their rating scale that is high in access and high in opportunity, high in earnings in particular. And Ted will talk more about it. I'm going to let him unpack it, but it is an incredibly important distinction and an important achievement for us here at National University. We're going to hear more about it from our commencement speaker, Dr. Ted Mitchell, the president of the American Council on Education. But you just need to know that this recognition reflects the strengths of this university, and more importantly, the strength of graduates like you. Here at NU, we believe that it's not just the degree you earn, but the degree to which you use it. So as graduates, as you take your next steps, we're going to ask something powerful but simple. It's a very basic phrase. It is our charge for you as graduates. We hope that you will embrace it and own it and take it out with you. The basic charge we have for you is what we call each one, reach one. And the idea behind each one, reach one is we want you to find somebody in your life and encourage them on their pathway to learning. It could be a student, a colleague, a family member, a friend, somebody who could benefit by getting on an educational pathway. It doesn't have to be at NU, it can be at any educational pathway that makes sense for them. But the example you set today by crossing this stage, you are an Ander who has been radically successful, and your success is a shining symbol for all those who are thinking, is it possible? I'm working. Is it possible for me to be successful? I'm raising kids. Is it possible to be successful? It is vital that they have models, and you are now one of those models. Say it with me. Each one, reach one. Now I want you to say it to each other. Each one, reach one. Remember, this outreach that you do might change a life. In fact, it's one of the most important things we know in American society that can open up pathways to possibilities is getting on an educational pathway, high-quality educational pathway like the ones we have here at NU. Now, finally, I just want you to remember something. You're at a commencement ceremony. You think you're at the finish of something. I want you to remember something. Commencement literally means beginning. This is not the end of your journey. It's the beginning of your next adventure. It's the start of what comes next. And now you are part of a global community of National University alumni, more than 250,000 strong. Stay connected, keep learning, and continue to lift others along the way. Class of 2026, we are so proud of you. Congratulations. It is now my honor to introduce our distinguished commencement speaker, Dr. Ted Mitchell. As earlier mentioned, Dr. Mitchell serves as president of the American Council on Education, which is the major coordinating body for all of the nation's colleges and universities. Just take a beat on this. 4,500 universities and colleges around the country. ACE is the chief policy voice. They are the ones who try to drive for access and excellence in American higher education. Throughout Ted's career, he has focused on expanding access, improving outcomes, and strengthening the role of higher education in our society. His leadership has helped shape national conversations around student success, innovation, and opportunity. In fact, in his previous role, he served as the U.S. Undersecretary of Education. He has been a long-time champion for students balancing education and the many responsibilities of life. We are so honored to have him with us today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Ted Mitchell.
Mark's always been a lot taller than me. As I start, I'm feeling like family here, and I'm grateful for that. But would you do me a favor and join me in one more round of applause for Kayla and her new husband, Chris, who are newlyweds as of just a little bit ago. Told ya. I think I won a bet. It's really great to be here. I want to thank Mark for that generous introduction. I want to thank the distinguished faculty and staff, proud family and friends, trustees, Provost Cicero, and most of all, I want to thank you, the incredibly talented class of 2026. I'm actually quite humbled to be here. As Mark mentioned, the class that's assembled here is really unlike most graduating classes because you're Anders. You are students, your employees, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your children. And in all of those ways, you have built an education around your life experience for your life experience. That makes you unusual. It makes National University unusual. And as I'm going to say, it makes it very important to all of us here in the U.S. Mark mentioned the service members who are here today and National's deep and long commitment to serving the military. It's worth pointing out that the organization that I have the privilege of leading, the American Council on Education, was founded in 1918. We were founded by the American government to help veterans re-enter American society, and particularly American higher education after the armistice. We've been working at that ever since. The military have always been core to our work. After World War I, we learned that most veterans returning from Europe didn't have a high school degree. We invented the GED to provide access and opportunity first to veterans and now to millions of people across the country looking for an alternative mechanism to achieve a high school diploma. We worked with Congress to build the GI Bill, which provides benefits that many of you continue to use today. So in those and other ways, National's mission and ACE's mission have been connected at the very, very heart. I want to refer also back to your work here and your lives as Anders. National University has served you well, but I want to be very clear, you have served National University well. The talents and the experience and the wisdom that you've brought to this campus have enriched each other's educational experience, have enriched the faculty's thinking and teaching and research. And now you have the opportunity to influence the world. And so we're here to talk a little bit about that today, but before we do, I want to talk about how special National University is in the world today. Mark mentioned the Opportunity College and University ranking that we put out this year. And I want to talk a little bit about that, but I want to get to the bottom line first. National University, against all competitors, is one of the very best universities in America. You might not have heard that, so let me say it again. National University is one of the very best universities in America. That's right. That's right. How do I know? We looked at data from all 4,500 institutions in the country, 2-year, 4-year, public, private, for-profit, not-for-profit, and we asked 2 simple questions. 1, how well does the university provide access to the population it serves? 2nd, how well do students do in the employment market after they graduate? 2 simple variables, access, and in this case, earnings. Now, to be clear, earnings aren't the only thing that one gets from higher education, and probably not maybe even the first out of the top 5. But earnings are important. Earning power for you and for your families are essential to being able to live the kinds of lives that you want to live and the kinds of lives that lie at the heart of the American dream. So, after processing all of that data, we identified institutions that have ranked high on access and high on earnings. A lot of celebrity institutions, there's one that starts with an H and rhymes with barnyard. They're not there. There's another one that starts with Y and rhymes with pale. They're not there. There's one that starts with an S and almost is as good as the Sanford School of Education here. None of them are there. But National University is. Now, it shouldn't be a surprise to you. It's an affirmation, but it shouldn't be a surprise to you because this is exactly why you came to National University. You knew that this was a place that was going to create opportunity for you, and you were right. Mark mentioned the founding of the university in 1971 by a Navy captain who wanted to provide opportunity for working adults, and it has done just that. National University excels at recognizing the accomplishments of students who come here as transfers, students who come here from the military, students who come here with incredible work and training experience, and gives students credit for that prior learning. In the jargon, it's called Credit for Prior Learning. It's got an acronym, and it's even got an association. So it must be a real thing. But it isn't real and hasn't been real until National University has brought it to the fore. And National University's success by supporting students through flexible scheduling, through online and hybrid courses, by creating opportunities to bring credit with you, lowering cost, lowering time to degree, National University has served you well, and it has served the United States well, and it has served the sector that I represent well. We designed the Opportunity College and University classification and this way of looking at access and success to do exactly what we've done, to identify institutions that are not the headline institutions, but against these essential metrics are doing better than those highly publicized peers. And so I want all of you who are in the class of 2026 to know that you are in the top 10% of graduates of institutions that qualify as opportunity colleges and universities. And I want the family and friends who have supported you through that work to know that your investment and your faith in your students in making this decision has borne out. This is a top-notch institution, and I'm pleased to shout that to the roof here, but also in the halls of Congress and in any newspaper that'll talk to me. So now what? Well, Mark set the stage with his request around each one, reach one. So I want to double down on that. For each one, reach one. You have an opportunity to do what I just said, to talk about National University in a way that provides the opportunity to others who might not know about National, to provide the opportunity to other kinds of education, whether those are community colleges, certificate training programs, four-year degrees in private or public institutions. But make sure that you take from here the goal of reaching out to at least one other person and helping them realize that their dreams are within reach as long as there are institutions, including National University, who are there to meet them halfway. But second, I want to up the ante and I want to change the scale a little bit. I think you might have noticed that American democracy is at a moment. And we are definitely under stress as a society. A lot of that stress comes to us through the political realm, and we see its repercussions, though, throughout social media, other kinds of media, casual interactions. So the thread, the fabric, the character of American democracy is, I think, at risk. And so I'm going to call on you today to not only reach one, but reach many, and participate in a civic renewal of an American democracy, of bringing back to life or restoring energy to the American vision that hard work, persistence, love, generosity, and freedom can come together to create the world's finest community and to reinforce what is already the greatest nation on the planet. You can help guide America to a better place. Why? Because you know how to listen. You know how to ask important questions and make important research connections. You know, in even the most casual conversation, how to make a point in that conversation without making other people feel ignored, unheard, or disrespected. You've learned through your liberal arts curriculum that the skills, the so-called durable skills of critical thinking, good communication, collaboration, can be the tickets to a future that is AI future, non-AI future, or anything in between. You know how to build trust. You know how to build community. And at its best, that's what higher education aims to do. I'm reminded of a quote by who I believe is America's greatest philosopher, John Dewey. John Dewey wrote a lot about democracy, and he wrote a lot about education. And one of the points that he made was profound. He argued, democracy is less a form of political organization and more a form of associated living, of how we work together, how we play together, how we engage with each other on the street, in the market, everywhere we are. Associated living. My argument to you today is that the political divides that we feel and the ruptures in our social fabric will not be solved through the political system. The political divides that we face are symptoms, not the cause. And the cause is our failure to master associated living. And so I ask you, as you leave here today, to think about that and think about ways in which you can participate in generating a form of associated living that is generous, that's kind, that's thoughtful, that's critical, but supportive. Start a running club. Do something in a book club. Volunteer in your houses of worship. These are all places where associated living happens and places where we can begin to mend the social fabric. The politics will eventually take care of themselves if we take care of each other. If we do, and if you do, my hope is that we will recreate through your good work, your talent, your persistence, your wisdom, your kindness, we will rebuild an America that is, as Dewey said at the end of that particular passage, worthy, harmonious, and whole. Congratulations, class of 2026, and thank you, and we look forward to you helping us.
What a privilege to have Dr. Mitchell with us here today. Ted, thank you for your leadership and for joining us to celebrate the class of 2026. Would you please join me back at the podium? And I'm going to ask retired Rear Admiral Lori Aguayo, member of our Board of Trustees. You're going to join us as well. There we go. Dr. Mitchell, your career has been defined by a deep commitment to expanding education, improving student outcomes, and strengthening the impact of higher education across our nation. Through your leadership at the American Council on Education and your service at the highest levels of education policy, you have helped shape a more inclusive and forward-looking future for students like these. And in recognition of your outstanding contributions and your dedication to advancing opportunity through education, it is my distinct honor to present you with an honorary doctoral degree from National University. So place that. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Another big round of applause. It really is an amazing honor to have Ted here as our commencement speaker. Thank you so much for taking the time to join this amazing class. It is now my pleasure and honor to confer the degrees upon National University's graduating class of 2026. Will Dr. Robert Lee, Dean of the Sanford College of Education, please come forward?
National University is proud to host a distinguished array of honor societies that hold great significance for our students. At this time, please direct your attention to the screen for a list of honor societies affiliated with the Sanford College of Education. Will the graduates who are members of these esteemed societies please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. President Milliron, on behalf of the faculty of the Sanford College of Education, I present to you candidates who have met the standards required to receive bachelor's and master's degrees.
Will the candidates for all degrees in the Sanford College of Education please rise? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the appropriate degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Another round of applause. Please take your seats. You may take your seats, and I would like to invite Dr. Whitney Jones, Dean of the School of Health Professions. Please come forward.
Good afternoon. I also would like to ask everyone to please direct your attention to the screen for a list of the honor societies affiliated with the School of Health Professions. Will the graduates who are members of these esteemed societies please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. President Milliron, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Health Professions, I present to you the candidates who have met the standards required to receive bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees.
Will the candidates for all degrees in the School of Health Professions please rise? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the appropriate degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Let's give them another big round of applause. Graduates, please take your seats. And now I would like to ask Dr. Nicole Poland-Pettit, Dean of our School of Arts, Letters, and Sciences, to please come forward.
Good afternoon. I also would like to ask everyone to please direct your attention to the screen for a list of honor societies affiliated with the School of Arts, Letters, and Sciences. Will the graduates who are members of these esteemed societies please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. President Milliron, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Arts, Letters, and Sciences, I am so proud to present to you the candidates who have met the standards required to receive associate's, bachelor's, and master's degrees.
Will the candidates for all degrees in the School of Arts, Letters, and Sciences please rise? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you all the appropriate degrees with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Let's give them another big round of applause. Graduates, please take your seats. Will Dr. Alvin McLean, Dean of the JFK School of Psychology and Social Sciences, please come forward?
National University is proud to host a distinguished array of honor societies that hold great significance for our students. At this time, please direct your attention to the screen for a list of the honor societies affiliated with the JFK School of Psychology and Social Sciences. Will the graduates who are members of these esteemed societies please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. President Milliron, on behalf of the faculty of the JFK School of Psychology and Social Sciences, I present to you the candidates who have met the standards required to receive bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees.
Will the candidates for all degrees in the JFK School of Psychology and Social Sciences please rise? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the appropriate degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Another big round of applause. Graduates, please take your seats. Now, will all graduates in the class of 2026 please stand? Now is the time. When you're able to move your tassel from the right to the left, let's do it. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated.
And now, the graduates from the Sanford College of Education.
Tammy Hill.
Barbara Reynolds.
Alex Noel Lichtman.
Kylie Melendez Rivas.
Genevieve Rios.
Martha L. Gonzalez.
Mary Elizabeth Torres Ibarra. Tiffany Ramirez.
Austin Jones. Jocelyn Jade Gong.
Kitsia Velasquez. Luna Xiong. Tiara Robinson. Jacqueline Monique Vasquez. Holly Stewart. Marina Story. Vivian Alejandra Matute.
Julian Alexander Del Toro.
Yadira Millward. Marlon Platero.
Veronica Rose Berenger. Adrian Michael Acuna Johnson.
Thana LaRock Paul.
Victoria Nicole Bryson. Natalie Alejandra Gonzalez.
Stephanie Rosa. Clarissa Raquel Terrazas.
Jennifer Chesla. Valerie Diaz. Emilia Contreras. Arcadia Aragiz. Rasha Al-Chabawi. Moises Barrera.
Gabriela Pinedas.
Patricia Giron.
Liusi Sarukian.
Heather Fabella. Eveline Espinoza Peral. Yoselin Espinoza Peral. Erica Aguilar. Giselle Gonzalez.
Joycelyn Camarena.
Alan Flower. Alyssa Alexis Lopez. Karina Juarez.
Brianna Staples.
Sabrina Gonzalez de la Luz.
Reggie Riley.
Ernesto Basa Jr.
Gracia Ramirez.
Adrielle Lorena Horst. Cindy Elena Cornejo. Albina Abed Kami. Jaron Crawley.
Dr. Tracy Washington, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership. Dr. Matilda Ramses, Doctor of Education in Organizational Innovation. Ryan Resendez. Andrew Welker.
Isaac Anguillano Esparza.
Julissa Romero. Zaina Shahal. Edith Torres Renteria.
Sandra Aguilar Cruz.
Juan Carlos Moreno. Arian Moody.
Dr. Adairin Salah Akintade, Doctor of Education, Organizational Innovation.
Ashley Montano.
Camille Marie Suarez.
Kelsey Knutson.
Gladys Jeanette Nanez. Victoria Nunez Espino. Heather Salcedo. Siobhan Smith.
Andrea Clark. Alexa Fuentes. Amber Avina.
Shelby McDonald.
Maria Delgado.
Alexa Vallejo.
Henry Gomez.
Lindsay Spanigal.
Jiha Choi.
Sarah Morea Williams.
Vanessa Olives. Adriana Rose Duran.
Jordan Michelle Tolman.
Jeffrey Hendricks.
Megan Renee Mata.
Angel Garcia. Krista LaCourie.
Alba G. Ventura.
Ana Guzman. Ana Lizette Guzman.
Katrina Concepcion.
Josephine Rawlinson.
Magali Rea.
Saray Peterson.
Bianca Caro.
Mirna Rafael.
Chantal Brown. Ramona Gonzalez.
Talia Reyes.
Kevin Zhao.
Tajrup Matu.
Clarissa Gomez. Michelle Baker. Thais Lucero.
Maria Marquez. Frank Ramirez.
Raquel Renaga.
Marissa Williams.
Elvia Flores Morales. Laura Elizabeth Castanon.
Cindy Stephanie Mendez. Jessica Reynaga Gonzalez.
Sarah Carcokley.
Jalen Pugh.
Pedro Flores.
Victoria Mandel.
Irea Chabray Ellington.
Megan Werner.
Jessica Elbidia Galvez. Stacy Charlene Marie Bourget. Glenda Canos Hernandez. Arica Noel Boston.
Kaya Lynn Zer.
Christine Denise Bird.
Brandon Schaefer Michelson. Jody Lynn Rivera.
Maria Veronica Gomez.
Jill Suzanne Zalaket. Kimberly Sarah Morell.
Brianne Louise Eisen. April Christine Barnhart.
Jennifer Rebecca Ramirez. Lucretia Taylor Lewis.
Molly Lindsay. Tashiana Allen. Christopher James Exted.
Christina Wilkerson.
Carla Lizaith Gonzalez. Debbie Dillard. Megan Adele Hedrick Dunn. Olivia Beatriz Chasarubias Quinn.
Jordan Bailey Wynn.
Lenora Michelle Mojado.
Francesca Gattana Guadagni.
Jennifer Eileen Romero.
Tiffany Monine Hunsberger. Zaira Marie Gonzalez.
Evelyn Tobin.
Madison J. Lichterman.
Judith Udeochu.
Karen Etienne.
Gabriela Rincon.
And now, the graduates from the School of Health Professions.
Alyssa Christine Schnepper.
Rodney Fils Julien.
Caratia Sheena Tanner.
Myrna Hermes. Miriam Nicole Hancock. Jasmine Espinoza. Alyssa De Paz. Erin Donahue. Johanna Lancheros. Maricela A. Castro.
Kimberly Sampong.
Asia Sade Craig. Aisha L. Cooper.
Oluwakemi M. Oladosu. Tiara White.
Brianna Taylor Rosemary Kellety.
Fosia Musa. Crystal Nicole Watkins. Jacob Michael White.
Monica Deswal. Lauren Kennedy.
Felicity Giselle Taparez Gutierrez.
Renika Desmond. Joaquin Sega Gonzalez. China Jackson. Tigozia Achubie. Andrew James King.
Onyekachi Ogbologu. Mercy Varela.
Daisy Chea Concon.
Alexandra Macedo.
Emma Antonio.
Krishanel Marie Arangel Riazan.
Brittany French.
Claudette Sergio Tijam.
Yuya Guo. Pierre Limpiado.
Angeli Tagulao Ragudo.
Abigail Fujiwara. Desti Gonzalez. Blessing Chidinma Alasa. Krista LaRose.
Roe Garrick Relosa. Jessica Ramsey. Eleanor Mawator Sanaya. Michaela Elizabeth Pierce.
Ariane Joy Evardon.
Vanita Todger.
Donovan Hoskins.
Mahriana Ojeda. Brandon Wickenheiser. Karen May Lapping Mossafin. Tanya Putras. Jennifer Leanne Nicholas.
Sarah Linnea Langford.
Dr. Terrace Webb, Doctor of Nursing Practice in Executive Leadership. Kompak Men.
Kevin Flores.
Tete Rogers.
Gladys Anderson.
Rosalinda Melgar Garcia.
Alicia Mari Canedo. Ashley Guevara Franks.
Carla Elizabeth Trujillo.
Malia Monique Jones.
Tulsi R. Pandey.
Amoy Tony Ann Davis.
Hasina Momand.
Jennifer Lopez Torres.
Anthony Valenzuela.
Marvin John Israel.
Vanessa Judith Soto Sierra. Krista Zhang.
Mariam Olajire Ganiu Salam. Dr. Benner Joseph Diampak, Doctor of Nurse Anesthesia Practice.
Dr. Ngan Hong.
Dr. Lawrence Chung, Doctor of Nurse Anesthesia Practice. Dr. Molly Kaur Gill, Doctor of Nurse Anesthesia Practice. Dr. Caroline Knoll, Doctor of Nurse Anesthesia Practice. Dr. Thomas Chezik, Doctor of Nurse Anesthesia Practice.
Dr. Wan Yi Ting, Doctor of Nurse Anesthesia Practice.
Dr. Krister Magarcian Espineda, Doctor of Nurse Anesthesia Practice.
Dr. Renice de Armas, Doctor of Health Administration, Doctor of Health Administration.
Dr. Rezwana Zahir, Doctor of Health Administration.
Dr. Ahmad Hijazi, Doctor of Health Administration.
Anna Karen Molina.
Jugo Raymond Estrella Escalante. Laura Dunnigan.
Debbie Sarabia.
Mary Kufour.
Nkonyelu Onuebu.
Aduni Daniels. Sekinat Daniel. Esther Mochisola Akinbolawa. Elizabeth Omolara Agbabiaka. Brittany Luna. Joanna Garcia. Amanda Anderson. Janine Greenfield Mooney. April Hernandez.
Denise San Felipe.
Hannah Barnhurst. Triniqua Latrell Britian. Kawanda Nakia Bathay.
Katrina Tolentino.
Lisa Clements.
Michelle Santiago King.
Delia Gardner. Amanda Bailey.
Kelsey Molina.
Kiana Ana Marie Hernandez. Olaide Adesanya.
Arthur Jason Valdez.
Juliana May Calpito Burdon. Maria Luisa Hernandez.
Natalia Maria Moya.
Andrea Garcia. Ariana Hernandez. Phyllis Agu.
Rihanna Villaluz.
Savannah Kaylin Linares.
Abisola Oluwaseyi Akimbobola.
Monica Azu Adigwe. Gertrude Chukwumba. Lorenda Ahiak-Por. Romnik Bangalan.
Shirley James Randall.
Antoneth Berrioso. Charlene Berdine Bandoy.
Kathy Nye Sater. Melissa Karina Vasquez. Rhiannon Breyer Nizick.
Kaja Lovick.
Lydia Namuli.
Sharon Gumbo. Natalie Alexandra Ceballos. Remy Satina.
Connor Murray. Kate Supalana.
Citlali Jimenez.
Michael Scott Munger.
Natasha Valadon Kingatua. Marissa Joins. Jacoby Heichelbeck. Strong Spirit Gregory.
Adriana Ray Marin. Tatev Papoyan. Aliana Pabelonio. Brianna Velez.
Anissa Nicole Claiborne.
Keila Torres. Corey Raquel Tapia.
John Dominique Escalona Dizon.
Darren Allen Malindo.
Jan Marie Soriano Abalos, Jansen Alfonso Gutierrez, Leah Christine Greenbergs, Taylor Brittany Gomez,
Elena Kwamboka Otuke, Winifred Ogbozor, Christian Santos, Sean Patton, Ananda Simons,
Anthony Jun Aguilar, Erica Rosemary Camacho Ortega, Jasmine Anchetta,
Daniel Orellana,
Felicity Contreras, Joavan Oliver Tagulao Ledres,
Daniqua S. Woods.
And now, the graduates from the School of Arts, Letters, and Sciences.
Robin Brooke Woodward,
Srisha Ganesh,
Raul Antonio Raigoza, Sierra Manley,
Lauren Dukes,
Valerie Giselle Moreno, Deanna Courtney Villa, Anthony Robles, Turquoise Prescott,
Brandon Marquise Edwards Williams, Erica Govea,
Jason Lamar Olivet, Elizabeth Pannell, Caitlin Marie Smith, Lindsay Stein,
Kalani Cardoza,
Henrietta Josefina Verduzco,
Jocelyn Duval,
Katrina Irene Singleton, Danielle Sandbolt,
Keisha Elizabeth Curry,
Riul Jethro Wilson,
Cesar Ian Reyes Gumapas, Marcus Creel,
Leslie Elise Hackett Stump, Chelsea Michelle Salisbury, Jennifer Ann Perez,
Thung Chang,
Jessica Yvette Ramirez,
Alex Ramirez, Alexander Mariras, Service Member, Sanford Scholars, summa cum laude, Associate Science in Human Biology.
Sabrina Crawford, Jessica Johnson,
Marissa Pateresa Martinez, Juliana Lourdes Vasquez,
Juliana Hernandez Uriarte,
Damian Smalls,
Ashley Marie Cravens,
Erica Wyckoff, Kayla Medina, Megan Neufeld, Esmeralda Macias,
Gladys Orozco,
Jordan Ray Gonzalez,
Bueta Mbongo Malonga, Sean Tucker,
Robin Berryman, Kayla Marie Gutierrez,
Haley Marie McGahan,
Christina Aguilar Rezo,
Michelle Marie Palomino,
Angeli Grijalva Bautista, Samar Shatha El Sadi, Claudia Lopez,
Kiera Candice Murphy, Jay Padua, Viviana Araceli Orozco,
Asia Lacerna,
Ramon Benito Trujillo, Sarah Saleh,
Sadaf Khan, Adam Edward Lopez, Maria Claudia Gonzalez,
Jennifer Viola Young, Lisette Vasquez,
Tuyizabe Christophe,
Serena Sanchez, Evelyn Mendoza Garcia,
Cindy Mindy Lopez, Cleopatra Rohina Davis, Francisco Arroyo, Desiree Cooper,
Karina Martin,
Brianna Buenaventura, Elizabeth Hooper,
Roberto Carlos Melendres,
Ashley Dominguez, Karina Ashley Cohill, Juanita Joy Jackson, Alexandria Branch,
Marcela Trejo Espinoza,
Ramon Cameron,
Riley Simpson,
Michaela Renee Arnold,
Maura Solis,
Justin Alter, Anthony Gomez,
Antonio Ramos, Clarisa Romero Palomino, Kimberly Reyes, Viviana Quesada, Johanna Eustacia Sanchez. Darrell Maurice Taylor. Taisha Janelle Williams. Stacy McPheron.
Mary Jo Alvarez. Alexandra Socorro Jiminian.
Yukia Tucker. Victoria Onchi.
Brenna Dale. Itzel Bayon. Gerardo Cardenas. Chance Gundy. Evelyn Augustine.
Eliana Joelle Robbins.
Rachel Marie Giluli. Joseph Loyola Barrientos. Anissa Miriam Khan. Elaine Banuelos.
Tamara Mason. Jasmine Vidaka Jacobo.
Alexis Enrique Gifford. Amiel Hamrick. Shauna Mikkel Hassenberg.
Elizabeth O'Neill. Daly McAdams. Sierra J. Santella.
Erica Day.
Rosemary Ramirez Velasquez.
Janice Eisen Angeles. Candace Virginia Golston.
Lorena Salinas Meza. Melissa Phipps. Gabriella Drew Rivera.
Jennifer Pusey Layton.
Priscilla Renee Smith. Claudia Carmen Ramos.
Megan Faith Diaz.
Natalie Olson.
Jessica Baez.
Teresa Lynn Stewart.
Christoph Qualina. Sierra Brown.
Jennifer M. Smith. Carl Alexander Icasas Nava.
Eric Christopher Arrington. Braden Eric Imicus.
Natalie Organista Martinez.
David Hillshafer. Catherine Anderson. Tabitha Lynn Lopez.
Ana Moran Rivas.
Joseph Gonzalez. Devin Lipscomb. Emily Ruth Hobson.
Monica Torres. Lenina Verduzco Vargas. Serena Witten.
Horatio Alexander Guzman. Catherine Eileen Garrido.
Nikki Marble.
Alina Barrett.
Irma Raquel Moreno.
Francia Gomez.
Wendy Pacheco. Johanna Matthews. Verinia Patterson. Anthony Joseph Pachito. Savannah McDonald.
Joylyn Maya Alexander. Christian Baez.
Darwin K. Williams. John Austin Slater. Jessica Nakagawa.
Tammy Lynn Lorenzo. Luis E. Fonseca.
Savannah Rosa Stark. Daniela Itzel Polanco.
Jermaine P. Calhoun.
Laura Wallace.
Peyton Sabrina Chavez.
Wesley James Michael Webb. Alicia Diane Nelson.
Emily Almanza Contreras.
Nicole Elizabeth Mozalewski. Kyle Ovenshire. Tirso Osiris Soto Ortiz. Eddie Mendoza.
Nika Mendoza Basa.
Kara Lou Maxey.
Nee Laney.
Catherine Simmons.
Linda Margaret Hamer. Naomi Lee Alba.
Christy Mills.
Isabel Malia Dairano.
Alexis Vargas. Marjorie Marie Oliveira. Nyla Smothers.
Hunter L. Garcia.
Nyla Page Murray.
Dion Mantel Garland. Marco Antonio Blount.
Liliana Zule Gonzalez. John Maya Alanis.
That's my word!
Luis Alberto Alanis.
Rebecca Summers. Julie Ruiz. Juan Julian Serrano. Seithlali Mitzabeth Marquez Albaran.
Libby Marisol Canella,
Noel Williamson,
Karina Garcia, Tiffany Gordon,
Taylin Tilley,
Karma Ibanez,
Yesenia Mone Para,
Alondra Yasmin Aberto, Bianca Ray Fuentes, Brittany Batiste,
Caitlin Rianne Reynolds,
Rachel Bautista, Consuelo Alejandra Garcia, Pushpinder Kaur, Jakayla Jones,
Lance R. Wood,
Nicholas Graham Felicione,
Clinton Terrell Popham III,
Michelle Lemont,
Angel Rivas, Andrea Lee Rogers,
Salvador Barajas,
Kijane Sales,
Charlotte Villa,
Katrina Danielle Howell,
Delisa Upchurch,
Brittany Allison Hunt,
and now the graduates from the JFK School of Psychology and Social Sciences.
Jade Jordan,
Aisha Obeid,
Abayomi Oguntoy Inbo,
Melissa Lomely, Darlex Akeem Lucien,
Lana Rice,
Jocelyn Betancourt, Casey Bowles,
April M. Turner,
Farah Donaldson,
Linda Jocelyn Macias Perez,
Wendy Stephanie Anaya,
Natalie Rigaud,
Antonio L. Holmes,
Tiffany Aisha Moore, Candace Marie Marquez, Vanessa McBean, Lee Chimwanya Okalu, Lanisha West,
Roman Fulgenzi, Armad Lewis, Noel Farley, Catherine Brunskill,
Amanda Nicole Radman, Julius Ray Sorrentas,
Carole Johnson, Vanessa Fernandez, Paula Estefany Arango, Maluz Celeste Guache Rios,
Coral Mireles,
Christian Deanne Harmon, Kawanda D.M. Brown,
Christine Pullen,
Kawandra Gray, Michelle Kenny,
Michael Smith,
Anais Esmeralda Bautista Zepeda,
Lisa Yee, Amanda Jo Tavares Brown,
Brianna Lynn La Aubenheimer,
Michael Allen Wright,
Kayla Hawkins, Shantae Davidson, Dr. Joycelyn Carney, Master of Arts in Counseling Psychology,
Camille Bargos,
Crystal Allen,
Alexis Peterson,
Paula Anderson,
Juliana Mendez Clark,
Mandy Lau, Rodney Cardenas, Carria Renee Howard, Rashana Lynn Kirkland,
Dr. Kazoa Vang, Doctor of Philosophy in Marriage and Family Therapy, General Family Therapy,
Dr. Sidney Aaron Crane, Doctor of Philosophy in Marriage and Family Therapy, General Family Therapy,
Dr. Sheena Poole, Doctor of Philosophy in Marriage and Family Therapy, specialization in culture, diversity, and social justice in a global context.
Manuela Barragan, Mahi Harizadeh, Abigail Dodinga, Katie Edwards,
Angelica Zavala,
Aliyah Aiku,
Diana Michelle Rowley, Monet Nicole Quarles,
Jerry DeSisto, Jamila Dennis, Brianna Fajardo,
Ashley Tompkins, Dede Pardee, Monica Ramirez Klein, Mario Talamantes, Adam Santucci, Brianna Vela,
Angelica Bacon Gonzalez,
Johanna R. Trevino, Faith Elizabeth Mendez,
William J. Lutz,
Dr. Michael Tanner, Doctor of Philosophy in Marriage and Family Therapy, Culture, Diversity, and Social Justice in a Global Context. Dr. Lena Sarkeesian, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, General Psychology.
Dr. Christina L. Barker, Doctorate of Marriage and Family Therapy, Small Business Development and Entrepreneurship.
Dr. Felicia Williams, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, Specialization in Health Psychology.
Archie J. Howard II.
Ron D. Manning,
Donald Bellanduno,
McKenna Lee Smith, Jacob Petrangaro,
Haley Marissa Davidson, Elizabeth Jones,
Brenda Hernandez Martinez,
Brian Aiken, Tiki Kishore Adkins, Tina Garcia, Emily Gardenia Garay, Anthony Guglielmo,
Micah Ramirez,
Juliana Aguilar, Kimberly Argumido,
Jessica Santalon,
Mary Ariel East, Elmira Abisheba,
Dr. Tracy Ann Merrill, Doctor of Philosophy with specialization in substance-related and addictive disorders.
Dr. Lamika Jarman, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, Industrial Organizational Psychology. Dr. Cassidy LaSalle Casey, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, Counseling Psychology.
Dr. Anthony Edwards, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, specialization in General Psychology.
Dr. Shaneri Moore Hunter, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, General Psychology. Dr. Ashley Aites, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology. Dr. Emily L. Kazutomi, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, General Psychology.
Dr. Angelia Nicole Victorian, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, Specialization in Counseling Psychology, CA.
Dr. Cherie Edwards, Doctorate of Marriage and Family Therapy, General Family Therapy.
Kalena S. Romolaru,
Vanessa Lucero, Melanie Arias, Angela Marissa Ayala, Ana Castro Eubanks, Roxanne R. Hintergart, Courtney Ray Kelly, Talia Dasho, Maya Granera,
Anjali A. Singh.
Rebecca R. Avila. Jessica Noemi Gonzalez.
Jocelyn Rosemary Zitino.
Gabriel Huerta. April Joy Ford.
Carol Moore. Dr. Aquila Vasquez, Doctorate of Marriage and Family Therapy, specialization in general family therapy. Dr. Jamie Sanchez, Doctor of Philosophy in Marriage and Family Therapy, Child and Adolescent Therapy. Dr. Michelle Lloyd Quinones, Doctorate of Marriage and Family Therapy, General Family Therapy.
Dr. Deborah DiPolo, Doctorate of Marriage and Family Therapy, Small Business Development and Entrepreneurship.
Adriana Alyssa Rodriguez.
Heather Ann Folks.
Ayana Washington.
Faten Nafta.
Anna Sawero. Hayden Chance Ritt.
Susan P. Harrow.
Jenny Maritza Rodriguez Carrasco.
Imani Brianna Lee Baxter.
Angeline Rojo. Brandon Peterson.
James Connor Youngcole.
Jessica Refugio. Anna Laura Torres Sepulveda.
Alicia Lamp.
Mumtaz Zulfikar Zaidi. Jessica Sargent.
Deanne Jackson.
Giti Nematolahi. Kelly McCumber Bennett.
Dr. Shin Chin Jenkins, Doctorate of Marriage and Family Therapy, Child and Adolescent Therapy.
Dr. Kenneth Fitzgerald Green, Doctor of Philosophy and Psychology, General Psychology. Dr. Naomi Johnson, Doctor of Philosophy, Psychology. Dr. Derek Jagger Buddy Damon, Doctor of Philosophy and Psychology, Gender Diversity. Dr. Demetria Blewett, Doctor of Philosophy and Psychology, Counseling Psychology.
Pakiza Mohammed. Mireya Vargas Nunez. Caitlin Patricia Paragoy.
David Esquivel.
Jonathan Price.
Ashley Darlene Castillo.
Alicia Trujillo. Elisha Salazar.
Carl Chavans.
Imogen Zoe Torres. Daryl Smith.
Stephanie Denise Dodd. Beth Easton.
Dr. Keisha Jones, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, Gerontology.
Stephen Anderson. Juliana Ganan, Stephanie Carpio,
Desiree Rivera,
Ivan Ivanofu Arcturus Egbunike, Christina Angelique Leonard,
Melanie Save, Michelle Romero,
Dr. Arvind Singh Grewal, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, specialization in gerontology. Dr. Olivia Dorothy Cody, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, General Psychology. Dr. Arthur Colgate, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, specialization in counseling psychology. Dr. Marcia Adams Robinson, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, Trauma and Disaster Relief. Dr. Mervyn Benyon Arnold, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology. Dr. Corrine Lurie Mabin, Doctor of Philosophy in Marriage and Family Therapy, General Family Therapy. Paulina Gutierrez Cortez, Itzel Bautista,
Alexandra Ville-Peak, Jose Ramon Martinez Enriquez, Roy Wilakowski, Araceli Romo, Quan Zhang,
Ginger Lamb,
Caitlin Wrench, Nancy Mazmanian, Spencer Payne,
Thomas Henry, Alia Ariel Anguiano,
Dr. Carla M. Brown Cajuste, Doctorate of Marriage and Family Therapy, General Family Therapy.
Dr. Natasha Wilson, Doctor of Philosophy in Marriage and Family Therapy, specialization in General Family Therapy.
Desiree Reed,
Jessica Faye Alexander,
Ellen O'Leary, Ashley Roston, Doraliza E. Munoz, Dr. LaDonna Michelle Smith, Doctor of Philosophy in Marriage and Family Therapy, Education and Supervision.
Dr. Lavelle Cook, Doctorate of Marriage and Family Therapy, General Family Therapy.
Dr. Shirley Shani Bensby, Doctor of Philosophy in Marriage and Family Therapy, specialization in Education and Supervision.
Dr. Danielle Barcelo, Doctor of Philosophy in Marriage and Family Therapy,
specialization in Child and Adolescent Therapy.
Dr. Dina Sapp, Doctor of Philosophy in Marriage and Family Therapy, Couple Therapy.
Dr. Sandra Edwards, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, Industrial Organizational Psychology.
Brooke Paris, Raylyn McGraw, Tanisha Shanette Whitson,
Deja Alexis,
Kathleen Young,
Dominique Allen,
Shaneka Shante Simpson,
Amber Childs,
Rajia Bridges Fordham.
Dr. Lori Ann Sacchetti, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology.
Marguerite Mary Daniel.
Stephanie Smith. Avelino Alex Omo. Monire Zaimi Niku.
Joshua Hayes. Nicholas Lee Hartman.
Ann Ohms.
Kylie M. Bayton. Takia Hanna.
Kara Timmons. Dr. Jody Porter, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, Industrial Organizational Psychology.
Dr. Mabel Hain, Doctor in Psychology.
Dr. Nathaniel William Hostin, Doctor of Psychology. Dr. Austin Hopkins, Doctor of Psychology.
Dr. Sharif Salam, Doctor of Psychology. Chelsea Renee Norris. Alexis Sarah Lenalahokuikekai Nelson. Francisca Rose Velasquez.
Molly Meenan.
Leanne Smith. Erica Janeth Sanchez.
Ivan Hernandez. Michelle Diffie Hughes.
Stephanie Peering. James DeMond Parker, Jr.
Tyra Harris. Sabrina M. Doyle.
Ebony M. Pippan. Rebecca Karina Visoso.
Alistar Kaylee Helmick. Paula Anna De Leon.
Vidhi Patel. Kerome Rose.
Jenna Jackson.
Era Shea Robinson.
Giselle Fimbreeze. Nicole Andrea Betty Donahue.
Nancy Olivas.
Deanne Evans.
Olivia Queen. Lisbeth Cerna. Amber Miller. Jessica Wooding.
Caitlin Anderson.
Nishvir Mato. Wendy Yvette Ortiz. Amy Kathleen Stratton.
Jessica Aguilar.
Miriam Nagel,
Bryn Lily Caralto,
Kalisa T. Smith, Anthony Edward Pone, Jenny Elizabeth Rocca,
Monica C. Garcia,
Daniel Reed,
Ariana Gomez, Nicole Allison Hendricks, Mark Archangel,
Anise Torres, Cynthia Zavala, Diana Sanchez, Brittany Lee Roberts,
Lauren Amber, Yesenia Gamboa, Elizabeth Ann Hawks,
Andrea Morales, Sunita Fang, Sophia Maria Cristina Padua,
Taya Bahi,
Angela Euler,
Jonathan L. Gedion,
Huguette Umalisa, Andrew Rodriguez,
Fatima Shanae Job, Nijia Y. Johnson Green, Natalia Iverson, Regine Arellano, Ivana Kirsten Lang, Isamar Ayala Soto, Sandra Valencia Betancur,
Jocelyn Sepulveda,
Melanie Angeli,
Virginia Patricia Olalde, Terrence Taylor, Sarah K. Whitney,
Poonwadi Chintamani Betcher,
Virginia Para,
Armita Ali Khani, Mallory Bryan,
Hannah Elaine Rigby,
Harrison John, Tatiana Cardozo Shi,
Michael Perlman,
Lisa Coleman, Brenda Yvette Cabrera,
Nora Martinez, Jeannie Lee Stredbeck, Christina Narayan,
Anna Marie Caldero,
Ivory Wilson,
Lan Kiang Gu, Megan Elizabeth Gonzalez,
Anaí Marlene Montoya, Harnett Nagra,
Nancy Garzon, Evelyn Garzon,
Gabriela Martinez, Marta Magnuson,
Mara Helen Morataya,
Jonathan J. Garcia, Yadira Gamez Chavez, Rosie Bergman,
Francesca Renee McKenzie, Fatema Saidi,
Carly Kuhlman,
Eduardo Rodriguez,
Taheem Cooper,
Ryan Justine Ramoon,
Oni M. Colston, Maria Cristina Barrios Villa, LaShawn Brinson, Tyler Cavett,
Brittany Smith, Deanna Strickland, Munira Robinson,
Viviana Aiello,
Daniel Bruin,
Stacy Martinez, Ronique Smith, Claudia Murrieta, Stephanie Womack,
Thelma Brown,
Angelica Sanchez,
Tinaya Aguilar, Martina Fuad,
Kirsty Renee Paris, Monique A. Price Nolan, Vivian Liza Ordonez,
Rashe Hemmings, Yasmin Becerra Telon,
Sherry Rayburn,
Cynthia Hercules,
Aisha Tayab,
Jade Klum,
Nikki Moore, Taylor Lachey Melee, Sonia Rodriguez, Glendy Salinas Chavez,
Cynthia Ceballos, Monica Daguano, Andrea Bonilla, Yasmina Lopez,
Richard Dell Taylor.
Samantha Marie Chapman. Isabella Gonzalez.
Rosemarie Vasquez.
Ricky Gilbert.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Congratulations to each of today's graduates and to our thanks to all who joined this afternoon. Would everyone please rise for the recessional and please remain standing until the administration and faculty have recessed. Guests, please make your way to the outdoor plaza where you will meet your graduate. And again, congratulations, class of 2026.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed this National University graduation live stream. This last one featuring the graduating students from the School of Arts and Letters, the School of Health Professions, the Sanford College of Education, the JFK School of Psychology and Social Sciences as they receive their degrees. I want to bring out a couple comments made by Dr. Mark Milliron, President of National University. Remember to each one reach one of all those graduates. Outreach to change lives, to continue to lift others along the way. This was repeated by our keynote speaker, Dr. Ted Mitchell, the President of the American Council on Education, who would reemphasize that American democracy is at risk, but we can change that course. And again, reaching out to folks, understanding that democracy is a form of associated living. To all of those in the audience, we hope you enjoyed the graduation ceremonies.
It's a celebrate good times, come on. It's a celebration.